Imagine being Disney, imagine being Lucasfilm, and looking at the failure of the Woke Watchmen show from HBO, which sits at 56% rotten on Rotten Tomatoes from audiences, and then looking at the failure of the Miss Marvel show, where it says why Miss Marvel viewership is reportedly much lower than other MCU series, which is quite a failure for that show as well. Thinking about those two things and then be like, okay, let's take the creators from both of these failures and let's make a Star Wars movie from these creators, which is exactly what Disney is doing now with this new Star Wars movie. Star Wars movie in the works from Damon Lindelof, Miss Marvel's Charmin Obaid Chinoy eyed to direct. So they're going to get these two people, these people that made two monstrous failures when it comes to television, and they're going to get them to make a Star Wars movie, which sounds about right. I mean, that's basically what Star Wars, I think that Star Wars is basically just a dead franchise at this point. Like, Andor is like the least watched thing that's on TV right now. It is so ridiculously bad when it comes to Andor. Andor is, like, from what I've heard from people that have actually seen it, they say it's decent, but it doesn't, like, it's not, like, Star Wars is dead. Nobody cares about Star Wars anymore. Nobody is dying to go see the next Star Wars movie that's coming out. And of course, we haven't had a Star Wars movie in theaters for what, like 4 years at this point now as well. So there's a lot of things that are continuing to happen that show that people don't care about Star Wars. The hype for Star Wars isn't like what it was when Force Awakens was just about to come out, which was at a peak hype. Like, it was just like, it was insane how many people were so excited for what Disney was going to be bringing with Star Wars. And then we started to actually find out the truth of what was going on. And people were like, yeah, we're not going to put up with this nonsense. So now they're coming out with a new Star Wars movie that is made by these two people. Damon Lindelof is going to a galaxy far, far away, or at least he's well on his way there. The co-creator of Lost and Emmy-winning executive producer of Watchmen. Once again, let me just point out, people do not like Watchmen when it comes to the audience, which is the only thing that matters at the end of the day, is developing a new Star Wars movie for new Lucasfilm. And the top secret project is already a director warming up their hyperdrive. Let's also remember that Rian Johnson is also someone who is highly praised when it comes to his filmmaking abilities, and he was the one who gave us The Last Jedi. So that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. The only thing that matters to them is continue to use Star Wars as a vehicle for woke agendas and woke propaganda. With all the recent focus on the Disney Plus streaming series, it's easy to forget that there are still actual Star Wars movies in the pipeline too, like the Rian Johnson's trilogy that we've been hearing for ever since The Last Jedi. Ever since 2017, we've been hearing about this Rian Johnson's trilogy, something that is, it's not going to happen, guys. Seems to have gone away for now, but Taika Waititi has a yet-to-be-named film developing, and Patty Jenkins is still working on What Rogue Squadron? So they're continuing to pretend like Star Wars is this huge thing. Star Wars bit the dust ever since they started to disrespect their fans and they started to put woke agendas in their nonsense, which are two things that we at EpicVerse are staying very much far away from when it comes to what we are creating. The things that matter to us at EpicVerse is creating excellent stories and respecting the fans. Those are the only things that really matter to us at the end of the day. So anyway, with that being said, let me know what you think about this. What do you think about this new Star Wars movie that's coming down the pipeline? Are you guys super excited for this Star Wars movie that is going to be made by the people that made Watchmen, the woke Watchmen show, and Miss Marvel? Are you guys like super stoked for that? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.